Welcome back to the Michael and James Show, New Year's edition.
I was going to count down.
Oh, okay.
I was going to go 5,
All right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Well, I think we can lead with both.
Huh?
I think we can lead with both.
We could lead anywhere. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's all right. Hi, guys.
Hi! Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. You know, the beer smells really good.
You're kidding. I thought you were going to say it stinks.
No, I like the smell
to
of
high
beer.
heaven.
No, it smells good. I just don't like stale beer, obviously.
Well, it should be champagne.
Do you know what's disgusting?
Champagne.
You know what's disgusting?
No.
You know the Limelight, which used to be a church, and it became a bar, and then it became a club.
I do not know of which you speak.
Well, anyway, the Limelight was a really happening place after Studio 54, much after Studio 54. You know, it was had multiple reinventions, and anyway, so it was a hip and hopping place people would go, and I'm sure they had amazing New Year's Eve parties.
Have you been to a New Year's Eve party? A big New Year's Eve party bash?
Like spectacular?
Yeah.
Let's just say none that I would want to talk about as none. I mean, Palm Beach, but not. That's just boring.
Are you a New Year's fan? Do you like New Year's Eve?
I'm not thrilled with it. I could sleep right through it.
I think I have many a New Year's Eve. I slept through many of them.
Because I just think it's
lots of high expectations and very low delivery.
Well, that's...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's what... People put such a high importance to the day. Like,
you can't blame us for all of us wanting to... the clock starts over and you get a kind of...
No, that's great. But people start, diets on the
resolution.
That's... Yeah, resolution.
I don't do... Do you do resolutions at all? Have you ever?
No, not for the New Year. The only time I would start something new or a resolution is like on a Thursday in the middle of March, because there's there's no expectations. You can have people go, oh, like when I quit smoking, I did it like on a Wednesday, and I just stopped smoking. I didn't tell anybody because if I didn't stop,
if you would have tried on January 1st, it never would have worked. Ah. Yeah, I don't do resolutions. I really don't.
I don't believe in that.
Because I used to, but they were always the same. They always broke them, and I was like, this is a waste of time.
Uh-huh.
But you are a New York native. Did you ever go down to Times Square?
No, I never went to Times Square because it was... Well, first of all, by the time I would have gone, we were going to Florida for New Year's.
Ooh, Florida.
We were in Florida. We were in Palm Beach.
Well, that's very nice.
It's very classy, but you know what? Being a 14 or 16-year-old boy in Palm Beach...
It meant a lot.
No, it was sucky. It was good for them, for my parents.
Fun.
No, it's not fun.
Run around smoking weed?
No.
Hiding in the bushes?
No. No, it wasn't fun. I didn't enjoy.
How did you bring in the year 2000 in New York? Did you do something special?
We went to a friend's house.
Oh. I was here in New York. I actually had moved back to Austin, but I was here visiting, and I was in Central Park, and I met up with some friends at Central Park and saw fireworks from there. So it was kind of nice, It wasn't Times Square crazy, but it was quasi-crazy. And I was in Central Park to bring in the millennium.
Are you happy about anything you did this year?
2017 has been a very, very... it's been a year of contrasts, I feel like. But yes. It's been really, really great, and it's been really, really awful. Turn on the news. I mean, Jesus. Shh. Right, forget it. But on the ups, I had such a spectacular year in work. I stood in for Paul Giamatti on Private Life, which is coming out in January. Coming out very soon. And it stood in for him for 6 weeks, and I really loved it. I got to see him work and Catherine Hahn
that remind me, I got to tell you that one. Yeah, watching.
I just feel so lucky to have been there for that long, and it was really a once in a lifetime experience, for me. I thought it was great. I'm not an actor by trade. I came to this late in life, so it was really special. And then I did 2 short films. Also, I was cast in 2 short films. Yeah, tell me the names
again.
Make America Black Again, which is a dark comedy. Okay. And I have my first paid role with lines, and I think I have 2 lines in there.
Your IMDb credits,
right? Well, I have other IMDb
I know
credits.
You do.
And then I did a Columbia student film, which was a really sweet script, and it's coming out in February.
And what's
called The Closing of the Palace Theater. It's really sweet about an old woman who can no longer take care of the theater, and I play the son who says, "You got to get rid of it."
This is going to be an interesting one. I remember reading the script with that. Was that?
Yeah, you read that with me.
Yes, that was so. I can remember.
Wonderful.
My limited memory. I remember that being good, but I had interesting things happen to me this year.
What was your favorite?
Work related.
Yeah.
I don't really have a favorite. Well, my up. Okay, the fact that I worked on a movie called The Papers, and I got to watch Spielberg, Meryl Streep, and Tom Hanks all work together, and I've never been on. It was 3 weeks, and I've never seen a set work so smoothly in my entire life. Actually, I have seen it before because I worked on something else. Spielberg. There's some kind of spy thing. Anyway, and Tom Hanks was in it as well, but I actually had
Bridge of Spies.
Huh?
Bridge of Spies.
Bridge of Spies. I actually had to track down the sides to see if Meryl Streep was actually saying the words that were written on the paper, because they were coming out like I'm speaking to you now, like they were her words. I was just in awe of her ability. Yeah. Let's see. So that was The Papers. Oh, and then also I mentioned this before. I worked on The Only Living Boy in New York. I got my first line. It was cut, but I don't care. I get paid. And then the other thing is The Greatest Showman, which is just coming out right about now.
Which this is appropriate.
Yes, it is. Yes, you'll see me in a tuxedo. Or no, not a tuxedo, but you'll see me in period clothes if they ever, if they catch up to me.
I can't wait.
But you know what? You can see me in the previews of The Papers, right at the end. For a blurb, you see me at a pivotal thing.
Those are good things.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Those are wonderful.
And do you know what else?
What?
We did this.
Oh, yeah. We started our show.
Oh, my gosh.
The Michael and James Show,
Yes.
2017.
Oh, my God. And we've got all sorts of new things planned for next year. We are not going to say what they are, just in case. Like I said, because then you don't know. No one's going to ask, oh, did you do it? Well, you don't need to know. It'll be a surprise.
We do. We have big plans, big dreams for the future, but we're not sure exactly how they're going to materialize. But we do. We don't envision maybe some different locales.
We don't have a budget.
We don't have a budget. Since it is a talk show, then it seems like it would make sense to possibly have a guest or two come.
I would like
visit.
that. I would like that.
To make that a part of the rotation.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of the Michael and James Show, do you have a favorite episode?
Wow. Do you?
I mean,
I didn't want to have dead air because of
there's one that comes to mind.
All right, which one?
I think it's the one where I talk about the colonoscopy.
Okay,
and you said,
yeah.
You asked me if I had an enema.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't have an enema.
Yeah.
What? I don't know. I liked that one.
Okay, you know what? Someone said to me that that was one of the least liked.
Oh.
Because this person doesn't like bodily fluids and whatnot, which I can understand because it's not very.
That's what we're all about is day class A
But look at how we're dressed. We're going to.
Very prim and proper.
Yes, yes.
So that's too
But
funny.
yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only negative thing I've heard. Well, I mean, I'm sure there are other things, but
we don't need to hear them.
Yeah, we don't really care. I mean, we do care.
We're too fragile.
Yeah, I
you
know.
have to. We can't take criticism.
We could, but anyway, this is it. We've done how many episodes this season?
We have done 14 episodes.
This is our 14th.
Decided we do 13 like a regular TV show, and then we did a bonus. This is
the bonus.
This is the bonus one.
Yes, that's why we're dressed up for the new year.
We dressed up just for you,
our
loving audience. So 2018.
2018 is going to be great.
I'm looking on my notes to see if there's anything. I don't. You know what? I happen to think that I do. Even years are better for me than odd years.
Really?
Yeah. The 2, 4, 6, 8s are usually better than the 3, 5, 7, 9s. How about you? Any study on that? Numerology? Are you a numerologist?
No, I don't believe. I don't believe it.
Okay.
I just believe not in doing New Year's resolutions because, you just get yourself upset, and people know that you do them, and then you go, oh, did you stop smoking? And then you feel bad for not stopping smoking.
Oh, you know why I probably like the idea of the year 2018?
Why?
1/8. My birthday is 1/8.
Oh,
it'll be 1/8, 1/8. I love it. See, it's my year, kid. I'm going to get cast in a short film that has I get 2 lines in or something.
3 lines and
3 lines.
Money out of the deal.
And right.
Yes.
Residuals.
Residuals.
Here's to residuals.
Here's to residuals.
Into the future.
Yes.
All right. Happy New Year. Happy
New Year.
2018.
And good luck to y'all.